So I'm going to talk about this story about me being in Europe and how the American model of pay to play completely on a trajectory sets kids up for failure, especially if the goal of wanting to get to the next level. I went to Europe again as a 22-year-old, been through the pay to play system, everything in between. And so this was what you would call semi-professional. They paid me a very small salary. They gave me housing and they gave me transportation to and from training and matches. And what's completely interesting is the story that goes with this. So again, you might like this, you might think it's terrible. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you it anyway. So here's how it goes. I go to France, get there in August. I'm playing Division 4 semi-professionally. The first 2.5 weeks that we're there, they put us in a middle school dorm. So we're living in a dorm with no Wi-Fi. There's no TVs. It's 2 bunk beds in a room, community shower. So we're eating middle school class food for 2.5 weeks. After 2.5 weeks of going through that, which is hard enough already, considering the fact that almost everybody that's in pay to play, not everyone, but let's say 80%, 70%, whatever the number is, come from middle class families like myself. Then they move us into a house. So it's still 5 of us in the countryside, which was actually awesome. I can't lie. It was very cool. We each had our own room, Wi-Fi, TV, all that fun stuff. It was great. We were there for about 2 weeks, right? So we're now about a month in, going through the same process. After that time, another 2.5 weeks, they moved me and the other English speaker into the club's training ground facility storage closet. And what's nuts is we were sleeping in sleeping bags in the training ground closet, right? So talk about like a guy, myself, coming from a great environment in terms of being in America. I have privilege. Mom and dad took care of everything. And here I am as a 22-year-old man sleeping in the club's training ground storage closet on a sleeping bag. This is a first world country, by the way. They eventually move us into a house. This is where it gets more nuts. In the house that is 45 minutes away from civilization in terms of like having Wi-Fi and community and whatnot. It's an hour and 15-minute walk to the training ground. In this house, bro, there was nothing. And when I say nothing, literally nothing. In the house, there was one futon, which is a foldable couch for me and this dude to sleep on. No Wi-Fi, no TV, no electronics, nothing. And then there was one table, 2 plates, 2 forks, 2 knives, 2 spoons, 2 cups. That is the entire thing inside the house. And what I'm trying to highlight here, though, is like what you actually go through if you're not worth millions and millions of dollars. So like we get to see on TV, right? On TV, we get to see Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United, these guys making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, if not millions of dollars a month or weeks. You get to see like what I'm giving you is like the perspective of somebody trying to break through the barrier to go get to that point, to start making hell of a lot of money. They need to see, do you have this? Can you handle, pardon my French, the fuckery that comes from being in these type of environments? Because, dude, I was making, I think, 300 euros. Like, that's it. Housing, transportation, no Wi-Fi, no TV, nothing. We had to walk 45 minutes just to go get public Wi-Fi to talk to our friends and family. Like, that's how real this shit was. This is, and by the way, this was in France, right outside Saint-Étienne. This is not some third world country, bro. Our kids, like myself at the time, we had fucking everything. Dude, I had a PlayStation 3. I had a TV. I had a TV in my room. I had my own damn bedroom. I had my own damn bathroom. I had all that shit. And now I moved to a first world country in Europe as an adult. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on here? I'm like, this isn't how we should live. I didn't fucking know any better because I was grown up in the system that treats you as you can have everything you want. Anything and everything. If you don't have it, mom and dad will take care of it for you, bro. Like from a training and playing experience, the first day we get there, like, hey, Kyle, what position you play? I'm like, oh, I play 6 or 8. My favorite player is Paul Scholes. I try to model my game like him. Same day we have practice. Boom, go into practice. This is like my 3rd day in France at this point. They put us into an inter-squad scrimmage because they want to see how we play. Dude, the first ball I get, bro, guy comes flying up, 2 studs, the opposite number to me. So the 8, because I was playing 8 this time. 2 studs up like this. So his cleats are like this, off the ground, flying right into my right leg. Right there, crack my entire shin guard. I'm screaming because I'm like, bro, that hurts so bad. I'm dying, bro. I thought I broke my leg. And then eventually I realized my leg's not broken. I'm okay. It's just, I still have a big ass cut up. And I'm rolling on the ground. I look at the dude. He's standing, not over me, but close to me. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? And you know what he says to me? Bro, I will never forget this shit. You know what he says? Bienvenue en France, which means welcome to France. And like at the time, I'm like, yo, fuck this dude. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? right? But then like when you sit there and you actually think about it for a second, right? Like you sit back, like kind of what we're doing now, and you're thinking about this. And I'm going, dude, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? What I realize now is, dude, me and him were worth nothing. We're worth $0. I've come into this club to take this dude's spot. Like, the truth is, I came to this club to take this dude's spot because my goal, the target was for me to go to League 2 teams in January. So I get there in August. We're trying to run through this, get to January, get to the transfer market, boom, in, out, done. That was the idea at least. He's like, welcome to France. I'm like, this motherfucker, like, who is this dude? But like, I didn't realize at the time, like, me and him are competing for the same fucking dream, bro. Like, they're paying us. I don't know how much they were paying him, right? But they're giving me a house. They're giving me everything just to be able to play football. And here we go with this guy. And he's like, dude, who the fuck is this American dude walking up into my country thinking he's going to take my spot? I don't know exactly what he was thinking, but I'm trying to give you context, right? And like, dude, pay-to-play America, don't set anybody up for that. Like, I was shocked like hell. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on? I go to the first official game. So they know I play 6 or 8. And they put me at number 7. So we play a 4-4-2. 2 strikers, number 9, double 9s. And they put me as a number 7. And I'm like looking at them. And what's crazy is you don't get a jersey number, right? So when you, at least at that point, you walk into the locker room, all the kits are out. Based on the position you're playing, whether you're a starter or a sub, you get a number. So since I was playing 7, which is right wing, they gave me 7. Right? So I don't have number 10 because I want to be number 10 because that's pay-to-play America. No, the club has uniforms. Whatever position you were playing that day, uniform. That's your uniform number. So 2, 4, 5, 3, 6, 8, 10, 7, 9, 11, so on and so forth. And then if you're subs, you get 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm playing right wing and I'm pissed off the whole game because I'm like, bro, you guys know I don't play right wing. The whole time in training, I'm not playing right wing. And then this game, I'm playing right wing. Get to halftime, whatever. I had an okay game, whatever. I'm not a right wing, right? Okay. Get to halftime. They're like, hey, Kyle, you're going to center back, left center back, number 5. And I'm like, excuse me? I was pissed, bro. I'm like, you're putting me at now at center back? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What is happening? Right? And I'm like, dude, this is messed up. But I have to go play left center back. So I play the rest of the game left center back. So the next day, after all that, come to training, I'm like, hey, coach, I want to talk to you. Right? So my French at the time was probably like 50% fluent. Like I was practicing and whatnot. I could have a conversation and whatnot. So I go in, you know, I was like, coach, I just want to understand, like, why are you putting me in positions when you know I play this position? He's like, Kyle, I know what you think you can play, but what can you bring to the team? That's what I need to find out. Right? I'm translating what he said basically, but that's the moral of the story. And I'm sitting there going, I don't care what you think. Dude, I came here to play ball to get out. And what we failed to remember is coaches at that level, they have aspirations of wanting to get to a higher level. Whether he did or not, I have no idea. But he wanted to get to a higher level as a coach. Why else is he coaching? He's coaching a Division 4 club in France. Cool. He probably wants to get to a higher level where he's a full-time coach. If he wasn't, I don't know. And he's trying to make a living for himself. So he's got to put the best team out there to play, and he's going to put me or whatever other players where he feels will make the most impact in the game. And I'm going, dude, like, this is mind-blowing because pay-to-play America don't teach you any of this. Pay-to-play America, parents get away with murder every single day because they don't want to see their kid in a bad position. I get it. I don't have kids, but I'm sure you want to protect your kid. But the reality is, real football, there is no protection. You either got it or you don't. And so, like, I think the moral of the story is this. Pay-to-play does a terrible job of actually preparing players for the reality of real football. So I call it football versus American soccer. We have football over here, which is the rest of the world, and we have American soccer here. And like, dude, the reality of not being a $1 million player, which I was not a $1 million player, somebody making millions of dollars a year, nobody gives a fuck about you. You either got it here and you can push through those barriers, or you crack, get out, thanks, next guy comes in. Like, you got to remember, in Europe, it's completely fucking free, or it's dirt cheap, and you're paying like $100 a year. And so that's why I keep reframing this as pay-to-play America does not teach anybody the realities of real football. It teaches you the reality of pay-to-play America, where parents can do whatever they want, whenever they want. And if they don't like something, they go complain, and mom and dad can go get that problem solved. That's not how this works in football around the world. And so, like, I hope this story helps people kind of understand, like, guys, I was in your kid's shoes. I had parents that paid for every fucking thing.